Mass Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to fill the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Serbs back in the motherfucking place to be. La Merca Superior Palace 81, powered and sponsorship produced by the Most High, baby. Yes, the God's Hour podcast numero 4646. Picasso and Matisse. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about is it fucking 5-year anniversary? Is it 5? 5-year anniversary of Picasso and Matisse? Yes, now that I'm thinking about it, my math was a little off because I thought it was 6-year anniversary of La Merca Superior, but no, that was 4. Picasso and Matisse was one of the first albums I ever made where I was like, damn, I can't believe I made this shit. And looking back at it, I'm like, wow, I can't believe I made this shit. That's not in a really bad way, but we'll get into how I feel about it more in a little bit. But I just like to kick things off really lightly. Doja Cat. She hits up Will Byers from Stranger Things. I don't know his name. His name is Snap or something like that. Fucking who gives a fuck what his name is, right? Doja Cat hits this 17-year-old kid who plays the kid from Will Byers from Stranger Things. Hits him up trying to conduct some sort of like intermingling with some cast member of his that she has a crush on. This was really weird, like, to decipher on the internet, but basically, she was trying to get a fucking minor to hook her up with a cast member from the show he's in, which is fucking weird. That's fucking weird. Doja Cat, I knew something was up with you. Doja Cat, I know you're beautiful, you sing very well, your hips don't lie, but I'm trying to feel it by wherever the fucking song goes. This is weird. Like, I knew Doja Cat was weird. She takes pictures of her fucking feet and shit up her nose, shit like that. With Doja Cat, you can't be doing shit like this, baby girl. This shit is not a good look. And she even tried to go on Instagram Live like, I understand when you're young, we make mistakes. It's like, Doja Cat, don't put it on the kid, right? He's a kid, he didn't do nothing. He was fucking acting and shit. He wasn't really trying to be in the limelight, unlike Pete Davidson. But Doja Cat straight up brought this fucking minor into this situation. But I'm not gonna totally blame it on her, even though I do put a lot of the blame on her. This dude straight, Will Byers straight fucking put her on blast, bruh. Like, I don't know if he exposed the DMs. I don't know what but basically he exposed her for fucking trying to hook her up with the homie. But I mean, like, this is some straight up white people shit. I'm not to offend any of the white people out there, but this is some shit that only happens in the Caucasian household. Mexicans, you want to hook, what, you want to get with the homie, what, hey, yo, call the homie, hey, yo, Doja Cat wants to hit it, my dude, you gotta, like, this shit don't happen with Mexicans. We live for the hookup, that's what we do, man. We, as a community, as the raza, we're gonna hook you up with whatever, with a fucking new transmission, with cutting the palm trees, fucking landscaping, whatever it is, we gonna hook you up, bruh. And women ain't really outside of that jurisdiction. But as far as this shit goes, this was just some funny shit. Both not only as like, this is some shit that wouldn't really happen in my idea, but for fucking just in general. This is just funny. Doja Cat, I mean, you're a grown-ass woman. You're definitely like almost 30 or around 30 years old. I don't know her age. But, I mean, Doja Cat is just like a female Johnny Depp. She just gets herself into, like, funny situations. She's got money. She's got followers. She shouldn't really be in situations like this. But, I mean, since she's in it, we got to talk about it, right? So, I just thought that was really funny. And stranger things have arisen. Or have arisen. Or whatever the fuck it is. That shit's funny, bruh. Lil Baby, there's a video of Lil Baby performing and a fan like runs up to him. God knows what the fuck he was gonna do, but it looked like he just wanted to dance around on stage with Baby or something like that. But straight up, a security throws this fool. I'm talking about launches his ass like a cannonball off stage. He fucking hits the railing, like the guardrail, and it's like super fucked up. But Lil Baby, you know, fucking, he kind of like looks at him from the corner of his eye. He spins around and he keeps going with his song, bruh. So this shit, like, I don't know what's going on in the world right now, but funny shit is going on in light of all these fucking shootings and whatever else is going on. This was just like some funny, like, detour shit. I mean, it's not funny that the kid got launched and hit the guard railing. I mean, he probably got bruised and banged up and shit, but I mean, you shouldn't do that, bro. I mean, it's really crazy how this was some Dave Chappelle shit, bro. Straight up, he could have fucking stabbed Lil Baby. He could have fucking threw some pedophile smoke in his face, you know, that chlorophyll, whatever the fuck it is, and knocked him out. I don't know, man. It's a little crazy to me. But it was just funny that the security guard launched his ass into the guard railing. I wish I could play a clip. I don't know if I'm going to get flagged or something like that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I probably will forget about it or something like that. Jack Knight, the voice actor and writer for Big Mouth, he passed away at 28 years old. His death has been unconfirmed, but rest in peace to Jack Knight. I never seen the Big Mouth show, but I know that it's kind of popular on Netflix. So rest in peace, condolences, peace, and blessings. Rafael Caro Quintero was captured in Sinaloa after a helicopter crash kills 14 Marines. Rafael had been on the run and was running things in Mexico for a long time. I think in the early 2000s, allegedly a judge was bribed for his release, and like they overturned the trial or however it went, so he was supposed to be retried because the fucking verdict was fucking null and void or whatever it was. But by then Rafa was gone. Like, that fool was outies, bro. He got out skis out of there, and now he got captured. And it's really weird because they're not showing his face, so I guess they don't want people to identify him for some fucking reason, the public at least. But Rafa, free Rafa, man. He was involved with the cartel in Mexico. He allegedly, in the Narcos show, he was credited with inventing Sensemilla, which is seedless weed. Weed before then had seeds in it, but I guess he got somehow the plants to pollinate and not produce seeds. So I guess good for him or whatever. So I just thought we should talk about that a little bit because Chapo's gone now. Rafa's gone now. What's his name? Felix has been in the pen since like the 80s. And he's super old. He's getting up there. So at one of these days, he might pass on. He's not doing well in the prisons. I think Don Neto, either he's passed away or if he's still in prison, he's old as hell right now. I think he passed away already. I'm not really too familiar with the whole facts and stuff. I just watch Narcos Mexico like everybody, and I just kind of read a little bit of things. Oh, and allegedly, what's his name? Amado Carrillo Fuentes, he's supposedly in Belize or whatever the fuck, you know. To me, it didn't really look like, if you ever see pictures of him in like from that time and like the corpse in his casket, you're like, I could buy that whatever facial surgery he was trying to get didn't work and could have killed him. But like, who what does that, who does that happen to, you know what I mean? And then it's really weird because all the people connected to like his whole disappearance and shit like that are dead, so we won't really even know if it's true or not that he's alive or dead. You get what I'm saying? Stumbles, the battle rapper Stumbles, he showed up to Sue Surf's show because Sue Surf didn't pay Stumbles the full money that he owed him for, like, I don't know if it was a battle or something. This shit was getting kind of crazy, bruh, because Stumbles was at his show flipping him off. He had his goons with him or whatever the fuck it was. And I think it's just really trash, bruh, that fucking people really want to make, like, when you owe somebody money, you should be prepared for that person to, like, do whatever it is necessary to get that money, especially if it's like anything over like a G, you know what I mean? I get that it's all relative and that it's only money and all this shit, but bruh, like, we're at a time where gas is like fucking $8 a gallon. We're living in a time where shit is just wild out here, bruh. And if you're supposed to pay somebody money, you should really think about giving them the money you owe them. You get me? This isn't money that fucking, this isn't money that you lost in a bet. This isn't money that you fucking you let somebody, you fucking borrowed. This is money that you owe somebody. And I feel like I've been in that situation too, bro, where I've owed somebody money. I still owe the homie Rudy $4 from the hood. If I ever see Rudy in person, bro, I got that. For $4 ain't shit to me, bro. But $4 ain't nothing you want to fucking go to nobody's show over, you dig what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, I owe the homie Rudy $4. At the same time, I got these other fucking dickhead rappers that owe me money, but in their verses, oh, they got all the money. They got lots of money, and they got lots of money. They got money to put hits out on the president and shit, but they owe Big Serb some feria. So, you know, we're just gonna have to talk, you know what I mean? And we'll settle it all, we'll get it all smoothed out and shit like that. Some people might not know what I'm talking about, but it's better that way. But really, man, it's just morally, if you owe somebody money, you gotta pay them, bro. I don't understand how people could run off, like that whole shit, run off on the plug and all that. In reality, bro, fools get killed, bro. If you run off on the plug, you might get found in the trunk, bro. Like, I'm just keeping it real. In the game, shit happens like that in the game, bro. And $1,200 ain't really, like, money you could just say, oh, I'll pay you tomorrow. You can't keep telling somebody, I'm gonna pay you tomorrow, I'll pay you tomorrow. It's not really how it works, bro. Especially if you're doing a show that everyone knows you're getting paid more than $1,200 for. Like, really, bro. Like, you probably have it on you then and there. And I just think it's lame, bro. I feel like Sue Surf really owes Stumbles the money because this shit snowballs into some gangster shit real quick, bro. I know it happens, bro. It really, people need to mind their actions, bro. And if you owe somebody money, if you owe anybody anything, any favors, any mafia shit like that, you really gotta conduct business the right way. That's why Sue Surf's Midnight Madness bullshit fell to the fucking floor easier than fucking, I don't know, titties dropping. I don't know what the fuck analogy to bring, but really, bro, like Sue Surf, this is like your karma. Midnight Madness is over. You owe people money. People aren't happy with with this shit going on. You tatted the fucking Midnight Madness and shit on your fucking arm. This shit literally only lasted like 12 hours or whatever. And that's all I really have to say. I mean, if you owe somebody money, you really shouldn't be goofing around like that, bro. Just pay the man his money. Fucking do a battle, and then everybody will fucking go home happy, bro. Like, that's just really what it is. Picasso and Matisse, the 5-year anniversary. I can't believe it's been 5 years, bro. That is crazy. If anybody told me 5 years ago, yo, in 5 years, you're going to be having a podcast, baking cookies, making chip reviews, game reviews, Pokemon Go shit. I wasn't even playing Pokemon Go at the time. Pokemon Go were kind of already like died down. At like when it first came out, it was a big thing, but I wasn't really into Pokemon or anything, so I completely missed that train. So now it's just kind of crazy looking back. So Picasso and Matisse was the album I made with Chava Styles. We started working on it probably from I want to say November of 2016, so like all the way till like maybe June or July 2017. So probably like a good 6 or 7 months we worked on it. It features Diesel and Mufasa. That's about it, right? Oh, and Flash. We have Flash on there. Oh man, I don't know why I mistyped instead of putting featuring, I put DT. Flash is Clayton. So fucking silly on the YouTube. And I'm surprised we didn't get flagged for more songs. Like out of 20 songs, I think we only got flagged for 5 songs. Most of them by Swum, which is cool with me because for me to even like use Swum beats without his permission, and then him to still kind of like fuck with me, like my shit properly, now that, you know, I'll buy a beat from him the right way to put the song out and he'll like it. I think that's dope. I think even when we took his beat without his permission, I think he still liked it. You know, a bunch of people have gone over Swum beats probably without his permission, but I just think that's really dope. He fucks with me because I've been listening to Swum since like 2016, right? Like the beginning of 2016, probably, maybe even a little bit before then. So the first track, we have Kingpins. That was produced by a Muffinologist, just some random producer. He changed his name a bunch of times, which is fucking weird when producers do that. So I don't even think he makes like the same beats anymore. He sampled the One Beer sample. He flipped the same sample Doom did. Rest in peace to MF Doom. I might play that. There's a lot of songs I could play. I mean, we're fucking like 20 songs. We could really I could just really pick any song I want. I think I'm just gonna pick 3 songs, 3 of the best songs from the tape, because a lot of them I cringe at. I'm just like, man, what the fuck. So, you know, I think I already told a little bit of the backstory before. You know, I met Chava Styles at a party, so I said we should do some work. The first song we did was 40s and L's. That never got put out. I still have it on my other laptop. I was like, we should do a whole album. So we started doing, you know, a fucking whole tape together. This is when we were still cool. I'm not going to say that we're not cool now. It's just kind of it's just unresolved, you know what I mean? So it's still in the air. But I don't have any like real animosity or hatred towards Chava Styles. I know he probably thinks in his head that fucking I'm all mad at him, or like that I think he owes me. Like, Chava Styles, I don't think you owe me shit, bro. I don't really care. There's some disrespectful shit that you said to me. So that's kind of like, you know, asking an apology from you would be like asking God to stop the fucking rainfall. Cool, bro. I'm not really tripping over that. And, you know, I don't really care. Maybe at one point we'll fucking make more music, or maybe we won't. I don't really care because I'm on to better things. I'm doing my own shit. And obviously you doing whatever at this point. So that's cool, bro. Like, good for you. You doing what you want to do. Everyone's doing their own thing, and that's great. As long as everyone's happy and no one steps on each other's toes any more than they should. And then, hey, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Let bygones be bygones, in my opinion. But this is when me and Chava were cool. We were fucking smoking and drinking Henny. The first song was produced by Muffinologists, called Kingpins. This was, I think, the first track that we did together for the tape. The first song we did for the tape. We have Stained Glass, which is Swishers, the beat by Swum, and I think if it's not Shamana, it's Beside You. I think it's Beside You. Featuring Diesel. I always wanted, you know, Diesel, he's a pretty good rapper. I always told him you should rap more. But the nigga, it took him like 3 hours to write the God's Hour verse with Chava. This time, I don't think it, oh no, it took him like, I don't know how long, but it took a long time for him to do this verse. So I don't. He's on some Kai shit where he writes line for line, like a line every day and shit. I could never do that. With me, bro, writing music is a feeling. I get in that pocket and I just go in, bro. I knock it all out at one time, either a whole verse. If it takes 3 verses, it might take me 3 days because I just get, or I could write a whole song in one sitting. I've done that. I've written like Mariana, that song. I think it took me like 20 minutes to write the whole song. Like if I'm just in that pocket, I could get it done, bro, because it's not about writing the best verse, the lyrical, spiritual, subliminal, criminal type shit. It's all about getting the feeling out. So that was Stained Glass. I don't know if Mufasa's on there. I mean, this is so old, and I don't even want to listen to the tape in its entirety. Maybe I will I probably will when I mix it, because I got to remix it. I'm going to remaster it and re-drop it on my Instagram. It won't be on YouTube. I'm gonna take it off of YouTube. I'm telling you right now, if you're listening to this, it's probably too late already. Like, I've already probably taken it down, because I'm going to post it on the anniversary for Picasso Matisse on my Instagram. So follow me on Instagram at Evil Emperor Serbs, EVILEMPERORSERBS. Breaking Bread, that was produced by, I forgot that fool's name. Is it Psycho? SAIKO? It might have been Psycho. I really should have put, I'm going to credit the producers, I think, on the Instagram, because they really do deserve the shout outs. These were banging beats. I picked all the beats, like all these beats I got for the tape except for Purple, which Chava had. He wanted to do it, and I told him it was just his track, and I told him let's put it on Picasso and Matisse. And then The Hard, my cousin showed me, he's like, you should sample this, and he played it for me. And I was like, yo, this shit sounds hard, bro. And it almost had like 1 million views already, bro, at that time. I was like, wow, this is a pretty female fucking oldie right here. So Breaking Bread was the same sample as like the outro for the Fly God album. West Side Gun and Griselda just in general, like Mock, Fahim, Camouflage Monk, Conway, Westside, Benny, El Camino. They were huge inspirations, for me at least. Chava Styles, I know he listened to them as well. During this album, Capone and Noriega, The War Report specifically, big influence. Mobb Deep, fucking The Infamous specifically. Those were the 3 biggest inspirations for me on Picasso and Matisse. The original Griselda, all the original members, including my Camouflage Monk and the God Fahim, Mobb Deep and CNN. Big influences for me during this time. And as well as like the producers, all the producers like on the Steezy as Fuck YouTube page. I don't even know if Steezy fucking posts music anymore, but I tried to submit some music, but he didn't respond, so obviously my music wasn't up to par at the time, which, I mean, hey, I don't want any handouts, I want to work for it, so fuck it. Salute to Steezy as Fuck anyway. We got Clouds produced by Swum featuring Mufasa. That's probably like one of the better songs that I remember. We have Purple produced by Musical. That was a Chava Styles only track that he did that I told him, hey, you know, let's bring it over and I'll do a solo track myself. So it's kind of like we break up the continuity. Ghost of Van Gogh was produced by Takedown and 50 Zoo or I think it's 50 Zoo and Takedown, or if that's how you pronounce it. I remember just looking up fucking beats on YouTube and I seen the video. So I might actually make a video redoing the original Ghost of Van Gogh video and putting it on Instagram. I might do that, just thinking about it. Hourglass, I think it was produced by Tommy something. I could have made that beat myself. I could also made Breaking Bread, because those are just chopped samples. But this is before I was really making beats. I think I had just started making beats. I had produced Hard, which is a fucking horrible pause-worthy title. But I wasn't really making beats at the time. I was just straight up looping, which, you know, I didn't really have any good loops at the time for a whole fucking tape. Then we have Da Vinci Cloaks, which was produced by Nephew Hesh, who went by Old Monk Mingus at the time, but during this time he kind of wanted like a rebrand, so it was Nephew Hesh. So shout out to him. He's worked with He did that one song on West Side Guns. I forgot what it was. We have Soprano, produced by Smurf, featuring Mufasa. That's probably one of the better songs. Me and Chava performed Ghost of Van Gogh, Da Vinci Cloaks, Medusa Tears, and is that it? I think those are the only songs. Oh, and Clouds. We performed those. We performed Clouds and Riverside. We performed Da Vinci Cloaks in Palm Springs and San Bernardino. We should have did Soprano. We really should have during that run. Words from Ka. I had that sample already. I had it on my Dark and Colorful, the first mixtape I ever dropped. It's over Float Lucid beat. Shout out to Float Lucid. I wanted to get NC. I always tell him too, I wanted to get NC on this tape, but I mean, for whatever reason, his beats would have stood out like a sore thumb because you got all this underground lo-fi shit, and his beats would have fucking just cut through. It would have been like, what the fuck? Like, y'all, I mean, we should have probably considered, you know, dropping a NC beat for the tape, but we ended up doing Gold Coke Boats, and I did Watch Yourself on the instrumentals album that NC did. I think he dropped it during the same year too, if not 2018. So Words from Ka, you know, Brownsville Ka, big inspiration for me at the time as well. You know, I emailed Ka talking about, you know, like, I love Grief Pedigree and like, you're one of the best fucking rappers of all time and shit like that. And he emailed me back, peace and blessings on your journey. So that fired me up. Like, I couldn't even, like, I remember the exact day. Like, I think I was at lunch and I had just got kicked out of my other high school. And I remember just sitting alone by myself, and I got the email from him, and he was like, blessings on your journey. And that put the super batteries in my back, bro. I want to say that was 2015. That was like either in October. Like, that was fucking like, yeah, like that had to be like November when I had just got fucking kicked out to my new high school, to fucking Chafee. Shout out to the homie Arturo, the homie Rudy $4. I owe him those $4 and all the other homies and shit. Then we have Cuban Link, which is produced by, I think it's SQ420 or something like that, something 420. That's probably one of my other favorite songs on the tape. Patterns, produced by Musical, awesome song. And I really like the back and forth that we did. There was 2 tracks that me and Chava did where we went back and forth like the whole shit. Patterns and Dragons of the West, both awesome songs. I really wish we could have wrote it better, but you know, oh well, you get what you get, right? When you don't know. Then we have Rain Pours, Blood Spills, produced by Mek the Messiah featuring Mufasa. He had Mek the Messiah had his signature, his tag all over that shit. Literally, I had to chop all the signatures out, re-stitch it together, re-loop it, and just freak it by chopping his tag out of the beat. Shout out to Mek the Messiah. Sorry for not buying it. I mean, I totally could have saved up some money and bought it. I just didn't. So, sorry. Not a bad song, you know what I mean? Prior Knowledge, produced by E1. I really don't like this song, looking back. Art of War. Who produced Art of War? I don't know. I completely forgot who produced Art of War, and I don't even think I have the files on my computer anymore. I think I moved them all to Streetwise. I think was produced by Beatmaster OKND. I think that's how. I think it's Beatmaster OKND, which is I think Kendrick Lamar sampled it too. I think Kendrick Lamar sampled it first, the original sample, and then what's his face, Rock Marciano sampled it for his Rosebud's Revenge album, which was awesome. The song was called Here I Am. I think the sample's called Here I Am. That's another one of my favorite songs of mine. Then we have Young Buck, produced by Ginseng. Ginseng's one of my favorite producers of all time, as well as Swum, Smurf, Beside You. Really big influence. Tampa Beats, Jar Jar. I think it's just Jar Jar or Jar Jar Binks. Really dope lo-fi producers. Young Buck was featuring Mufasa. This was the first song I ever got to mix like how I mix now. When I was going to Norco, I shouldn't say the college I went to. When I was going to college, my professor. I told him, I'm like, hey man, could you show me how to mix? And he was like, sure. And he just mixed. He just told me like how to mix. And literally everything I do now was 50 or 60% of what I do now was like, I credit him. Like, shout out to Professor Cameron. You're awesome. Thank you for taking your time out and showing me how to mix, because I've really mixed a lot of like everything that I do now based off of like that 15-minute session. Literally 15 minutes. He mixed Mufasa's vocals to like perfection. And I still like haven't touched, like literally Mufasa did like 4 takes. He only did like 1 take where he fucking mixed it like beautifully. And I'm still learning like how the fuck to like mix, just looking at like the blueprint he gave me, Professor Cameron. So Young Buck, I like their verses. I love the beat. I don't really like my verse. Paint These, I think the beat is the JVC beat, produced by Swum. Swum has like four tracks he produced on here. Paint These, we performed as well. I think we performed in fucking Riverside and San Bernardino. SB, I think we actually did the Hard with Flashes Clayton. There was 2 versions actually. The Hard with just me and Chava Styles, and then Flashes Clayton later on did that. He got on it with us. He wanted to be featured. It's an okay song looking back, but at the time I thought it was like the best song on the whole fucking tape. So that was the breakdown of Picasso and Matisse. I'll play some songs right now during an interlude so we talk about VENI, VIDI, VICI.
Like a little bitty baby, yeah. And baby, 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 I've been a no good guy.
Hey yo, and we're rolling in a 40-50i Aqua Beamer, roaming through Rome with the goddess Athena, hashing herb sessions in the Medusa arena. Cold-hearted, but I carry heaters.
Listen, when I take shots, I shatter the rim, shatter your chin, coconut, batter the shrimp, climbing the ladder's a bitch, and so I tell my shooters again and again, make them sums if it's a dimmer setting. Check it.
Picasso with Matisse, the silk is Japanese. Cannabis fragrancy, the reason for your bankruptcy.
Face a blunt till it's burned, ash the last hit on your urn, turn and spray another third.
See us, we second to none. See no parties in the tub as I'm burning one up.
We mad dogs who pack, llamas smack, broads and smack, mama stack, commas rack, farmers, son you whack, partner.
Hey yo, our son's the moon, show where that I'm his father. Mother by nature, blend in like the autumn. Rays froze as I turn them cold for the autumn. Off to the coroner. Move the blizzard from Omaha to the Europeans.
I get off for Biscoffs, then jetting on the piff coughs. Shoddy ripping, blab the heat, the shoddy dipped in cappuccino. Body built like ballerina, smash Salinas in the back of Beamers out in Pasadena.
Maneuver Sadie, the city museums of graffiti. Sharp as a sculptor, why they want a vulture when we the ones saving the culture. Fuck it, this 50 but red cow with scoper.
Picasso and Matisse, bitch. Big Serves, Chava Styles, Brick City, Ontario, and all that.
And it's dope, man. Chava Styles, salute, bro. Even though we've had like some fucking discrepancies during our relationship, I just want to let you know that there's no hard feelings. I definitely think we should talk at some point and just hash things out, whether we do music or not together. I mean, it's just like SB, especially like with the homies and shit. It's like it's a really small town, bro. So like a lot of like my like younger cousins, the homies from like West Ledge, their little homie or their cousins, little homies and shit like that, and my cousins and shit, the younger cousins, they're friends. To me, this is like some family shit, like some family ties, bro, on some K-Dot shit. So, at some point we'll talk about it, but for now, I'm gonna play you something to listen to.
yet you're successful. Blessed, fully never settle. In the mental, place myself on a pedestal. Rhymes pedal still from the metal built. Mechanized infantry and wizardry. Recognized infamy, I'm fit to be Ontario's rap kingpin with my rings in. I slap heathens counting money from a white Lincoln. Your bitches call me Serbies when they serve me. Razor like Birdie, down and dirty with a 30. Spitting and bullshitting, flipping the givens, living the vida writtens, keeping my tools hidden. If you ain't with the ends, you count it out. I slip a skin before I rub it out. Smoking blueberry, gaining wisdom like the tooth fairy. The truth's scary when the deuce carried. Bitch, I need the Tubmans, hundreds and Devin Brugmans. Rushing for dollar bills, holler still for a pocket fill. Got the cream like a barber, twice as sharper, pulling strings like a harper. Aiming like an archer if it gets darker. Tagging on the road work, tires keep burning, they don't go skirt. Your girl gave me dome outside, call it heading out, letting doubt, bitch I'm giving out. Getting clout, man, life's a pussy and I'm in the blouse. Bitch I'm in the house, and serves what the fuck you talking about.
Yo, look. Shawty and tomahawk under the trench. She got a kind of skin on the brim. Fur coat made out of eagle feathers. Fly as the wings on the Bentley. Greedy, so I copped the two-seater for just me and Mamacita. Rather unique styles, physique, sculpted history. Picasso and Matisse in the garden of Versailles painting. Gods clashing, cognac splashing, empires getting burned down to ashes. Russell Crowe gladiator status, cut from the finest fabric, sharp as a blacksmith. Pull up in a black stallion, got the stealth of an assassin. Talking to zoos, God talk about how long I can rule and move a whole kingdom. Rhymes is like rocks, I sling them, collect my bread, then I say grace. The game was dry, so I applied taste. Ceremony for my crown as I decide your fate. Trying to run back, but it's too late.
We back. VENI, VIDI, VICI was all the tracks from fucking Scattered well, not all the tracks, but a lot of tracks from Scattered Pieces, Chava Styles' first EP that I made for him. I produced it, I executive produced it. All the beats, pretty much all the beats I think I got for him. I think there was only 2 songs that he had already, and then I remixed them and I threw it on for Scattered Pieces. But VENI, VIDI, VICI was basically a compilation of songs that we had already had, starting with Venom and Lead, which was produced by Nicholas Craven. We dropped the song on SoundCloud. What's his face? Andrew Barber. He heard it. He tags Nicholas Craven like, yo, these dudes are fucking tight or whatever. Nicholas Craven DMs me and he's like, yo, bruh, I need $200 for this beat. You can't use my song or some bullshit like that. It's like, Nicholas Craven, you don't even own this fucking beat, bruh. I could understand if you got Donnie Warwick's sample clearance. You own this shit. You fucking got it through DistroKid or something like that. But, bruh, you didn't own that beat at the time, bruh. I'm tired of producers trying to press me for songs they don't even own. You don't own these songs, bro. Presley, I'm scared Presley. It's all good. We just talking, right? I'm tired of these producers. They want to press you. They want to press the issue, bro. You don't own. If you don't own this song, if you don't got the sample clearance, guess what? It's not yours. And I'm not saying that your beat's up for grabs just because you don't clear the sample. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you can't press me over it. You can't fucking try to like debo me. Like the song was already done, bro. Like the ya está fuera. The shit hit the fan. The fucking pig wolf sing, whatever the fuck you say. This track was done. So, out of respect for Nicholas Craven, I took it down. It would have been the first song of the 21 songs for Picasso and Matisse, but okay, well, whatever, fuck it. He wants $200. Who gives a? I ain't gonna give him $200 for the beat. What the fuck is that? It's a it's like a 50-second beat, bro. I'm not paying $200 for that shit. That was just how I was thinking at the time. Now, I feel like Nicholas Craven did subliminal bullshit, you know what I mean? I get that we're in competitions and in France, you know, he sees London and he sees underpants or whatever the fuck it is. But I just felt kind of a little disrespected. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to put the song on our, on VENI VIDI VICI, the new compilation. So then, now it's the first song for VENI VIDI VICI. We have Frostbite produced by Flo Fills and 1-2. Fucking, they have a crazy, like, I don't know if it's called like Snow Walks or something like that. I forgot the EP, but Flo Fills and 1-2 are boss producers. 1-2 is one of my favorite producers of all time. I actually want to connect with him to do a whole EP with him. 1-2 is fucking amazing, bruh. But Frostbite, that was on Scattered Pieces, I want to say. It's a Chava Style only track. Then we have Reminisce produced by Richie Bain. That's a Chava Styles only track. We have Dragons of the West with me and Chava Styles. It was a single and never went on any album, so I was like, fuck it, we'll just put it on this one. It's produced by VHS and Ruffian Kick, if that's how you say his name. Dutch Master produced by Christian Rich. This was supposed to be on Picasso Matisse. It's a Chava Styles only track. I have a verse on there, but I just never did it. I might remix it and put it back on the tape. I'm gonna remix the whole Picasso Matisse, the whole VENI VIDI VICI, and upload it on my Instagram. But yeah, Dutch Master is it's a Wu-Tang song. I forgot what song it is. It's a very well-known Wu-Tang song. And then Earl had it on Night, I think, which was on Doris. That might be some of the problem. I feel like there's a lot of like subliminal shit that gets thrown around. Like maybe Earl felt a little disrespected by the song or something like that. Because we did Hands of Time and he came out with like some shit called Feet of Clay. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's a shot. I'm not going to take it as a shot. The Bridge produced by Musical featuring Mufasa. I had this song. This was made during the Picasso Matisse era. I remember recording this shit in my grandma's garage. The songs that we did Picasso Matisse, I know for the hard, we recorded it in my grandma's garage. Most of it we recorded here at Palace 81, but then also we recorded it at Foster's crib. Rarely would we do something in my grandma's garage. My grandma always hated us being in her garage, drinking and smoking weed and shit like that, which I understand now, you know, but at the time it was kind of like, come on, grandma, what the fuck? What do you want me to do? Fucking hang out in the park, smoke weed and drink and get in the fights with hobos and shit like that. So The Bridge, awesome song. I wasn't on it, or actually, cause we have Ontario and The Bridge, and then we also have The Bridge. I'm surprised I didn't put the Ontario and The Bridge shit with this one, cause what's the verse I say? As something like, I have a hook, but I think that's for Ontario and The Bridge. The bridge for this compilation right here, it's Chava doing the first verse, then Mufasa does the hook, and then I have the sample of like all the dudes you see in the cover for VENI VIDI VICI. Pretty much they were all there during the samples for a lot of what I sampled. A lot of the dudes you hear in some of the songs, like The Bridge. Or I'm kind of forgetting what other songs that they were on. But I sampled them. I recorded our conversations because I thought they were funny. A lot of our conversations, like, we could make skits out of them shits, bro. Like, it's just... The Bridge is really, like... I never met a place where it's just funny-ass fools. Like, just cracking jokes, just straight bagging on each other. Like, it's really, like, a different culture out there. I know in Ontario, it's different. It's just different everywhere, but I feel like The Bridge has had something that I really dug into. All the homies over there, shout out to them. Mufasa did a great hook. He's singing and shit, awesome. He should sing more. We have Apocalypto. That was like probably one of the last songs I ever recorded with Chava. I, for whatever reason, couldn't get the verse out. Like, I was just spitting crazy on that shit and I couldn't do it. It ended up being a Chava Styles only track produced by Float Lucid, one of his more fucking obscure beats. Then we have Your Smile produced by Ginseng. Do I have copyright? Of course I have copyright. By who? Earl Sweatshirt, that's crazy. By myself. Brendan, I'm not gonna blow her name up. Yeah, Ginseng for sure. What the fuck is this? 9:30, what song is that? I Love Lucy is pretty fucking crazy, bruh. Who names a fucking song that? That's fucking stupid. But anyway, Your Smile, produced by Ginseng, that was originally supposed to be on Picasso and Matisse. It had me on it, but I didn't like my verse, so it's a Chava Styles only track now. And Chava Styles ripped it. I'm definitely gonna play that song for y'all. Fucking awesome. Oh, is it copy? Because if it's copywritten, I can't do it. I think it is copywritten. Yeah, by Ginseng. Hopefully all these producers that are copywriting are actually clearing the samples, bruh. That's kind of lame. Don't be doing no Alchemist shit where you just taking the shit and doing what you want with it. That's disrespectful, bruh. At least clear it. At least let them know, like, you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? Y'all got the money. We have Cry, produced by me. I definitely can't put that one on. I could do Venom and Lead. I could put Venom and Lead, Frostbite. I could do Dragons of the West. I'll play that. Fuck it. I own the song, so fuck it.
Hey yo, your eyes between the sword of the samurai, they die open. I'm low in Sun Tzu, balance the art of time, the shogun swordsman. Silhouette, fabric, shampoo, tactics, cut your face into fragments.
I fire back at death, clap the scared, fire filled the dragon's breath. Dark shogun, sages spoken, cages broken, stages stolen, paces flowing, cases poem.
In the river were gazelles, my stance is focus. Kenshi vision, in Dragon Scrolls it was written. Knowledge never forbidden, dojo chillin'. Kill Bill instinct, instant kill instantly.
Physically break your spirit beat, lyrically I'm most deaf in a symphony.
Hat fraction your face, simply equivalent. We are not equally matched. Blacksmith, Soyasuka grip attached. The samurai warrior with the #1 headband.
Smoking on headband, blow your fucking head back, guillotine your wet flat. Feel the wet sledge, razor's edge through a fucking hater chest. Alligator vest is where I place the tech. It's a safe bet, I'm stacking till my day sweat. Making moves like I play chess. We kings from the west and we apex, motherfucker. Hung low in Sun Tzu. Jody in the studio too, you know how we do. True.
Yeah, Cry, produced by me. Really short track. Chava Styles' girl really liked it. Really beautiful song. This is what I'm saying about Chava Styles. The more introspective shit he has, I just love it, bro. I just love his really, like, he talks about the real shit he went through. The real shit actually outweighs like all the gangster street shit you talk about with anything, bro, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not trying to downplay no street shit or gangster shit. I love listening to Draco, but I mean, me personally, when it comes to like my own music, the real shit is the best shit. We then have Early Morning, produced by Smuv. I could play that too. It's not copywritten. One of my favorite tracks too, by Chava Styles. It's a Chava Styles only track. Shit, man, looking back at it, I'm only like on one song. I'm only on 2 songs. Then we have Blue, probably one of my favorite beats ever. Chava Styles only track. Fucking awesome. Then we have Bridge City Infamous with Mufasa, produced by Left Coast Ortiz. I definitely could play the song for y'all. I think I'm going to play the song at the end for y'all. Really dope. We should have did more shit with Left Coast Ortiz. It's crazy because I have like the first part of the sample of the beat, but he connected like 2 different samples that sound the same. Like they sound like it's just one sample. Really awesome, bro. I really like shit like that where you could like just make shit sound like one, like no matter what you use. And probably still one of my favorite tracks of all time. Al Divino actually bit my flow on this shit where I say, this Coca Nostra, Coca-Cola, Yola, burn my throat up. The sour flour powder down, export the foreign owners. Organ donors give my heart for produce. This, that whole food. Chicken heads bone through, they show, prove disown you. Al Davino said some shit like slant coded. Or no, he's like, hey, yo, the white powder, honey, do donuts conduct the hold up. I mean, it's really similar, bro. I don't know if he's like, I don't know if he did this shit on purpose. And this is like a more of like why I have like quarrels with people who try to use my flow. But hey, I'm gonna just give you the benefit of the doubt, Al Pacino, and just say that you didn't mean nothing by it and fuck it. But Bridge City, Infamous, probably one of my favorite songs along with Dragons of the West off the whole tape. Really dope, man. That was VENI, VIDI, VICI. I executive produced Picasso Matisse and VENI, VIDI, VICI. Did it all here at La America Superior, Palace 81. It's actually gonna be the... Is it 1 year? Has it been... It's a year, right? Because this is what I did. 5 years ago, I dropped Picasso and Matisse. And then last year, I dropped this one, VENI, VIDI, VICI, on the 4-year anniversary. So basically, it's like twinsies. Happy birthday, Picasso and Matisse. Happy 5 years. Happy 1 year anniversary to VENI, VIDI, VICI.
What happens when two giants of the art world meet? Raphael no doubt met Michelangelo, but we have no account of it. In the 19th century, Ingres and Delacroix confronted each other, but from a distance. The relationship between Matisse and Picasso was unique. There has been nothing else like it in art history. Is a genius necessarily a lone star? Or can genius be nourished by the presence of an equal? Matisse and Picasso, side by side.
But you wouldn't understand that, nigga. None of you motherfuckers understand this shit.
Been doing this for a while.
I hate
Y'all
all you
just sleeping on this,
motherfuckers.
man.
Let's go. This is Big Serbs from the Big O.
Yeah.
Speaking my words by the people. Evil, get medieval, no equal. I'm crowned, get dethroned. Throw a couple stones at your glass house. Gas loud till I'm passed out. So what's the haps now? I've never been the one to back down.
Nah. Hey yo, I walk this earth like Denzel in the book of Eli. My rhyme books like the holy, makes souls go ghostly. My mind dances with the harmony, cause still life's worth a score, worth the pausing in. Matisse canvases is looking devilish, I'm burning flowers. While you just picking off the petals, bitch, say my grace while I feast to pray. Pray that my tables never switch. Start popping tours like I got the fix. Yo, like crack being cooked, I'm all up in the mix. Pop Drake in his woes when they in the 6 with the 5th or the shotties. Cold body swimming with piranhas.
That's the difference with me and you niggas. Gat hung on my ginger's hip. Fat blunt at the fingertip. Shifting keys on my singer shit. Singles, nicks, wrinkle kicks. Christian mingle bitches. Trying to play my organs, chords, soaring, recording. I'm scoring Mitsubishi's foreign graffiti world touring. Ask Jordan if the IE got him snoring.
Cats wanna test the guard when they haven't even Kaioken. Pull up in the all blood red Benz. Middle fingers on the triggers of gold text. Ammo rolls represent my emblem in the flesh. Russian bulletproof vest, dressed in something you couldn't get. Do it for me, never had no one to impress. Knuckles is brass, Mexico flag in my hand. Do it for the coaches, something you vultures wouldn't understand. The rap jaguar paw apocalypto. Step on my land and get your legs torn. Throw the pitchfork, what a cold scorch for the creature with 2 horns. Fuck y'all suck.
I want to thank everybody. I want to thank fucking all the producers that let me use their music. I want to give a special shout out to Swum, Ginseng, but especially Swum. I want to give a shout out to my cousin Mufasa. I want to give a special shout out to the homie Chava Styles. I want to give a special shout out to everybody that was involved in the making of Picasso Matisse, VENI, VIDI, VICI, all the homies from Westledge, all the homies from Ontario. This is the God's Hour.
Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to fill the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. He wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now.
While the angels fly over my headstone.